Welcome to the Claude Mastery course. Claude is my bread and butter and my main driver. Personally, as of now in 2026, it's bound to change over time, but I'm quite a fan of Claude. So I'm excited for you to become very skilled with it and to learn more about it. So we're going to start with the basics and build upon them. And in this video, we're just going to be going over the Claude interface. So you know a quick little overview of what all the nook and crannies and buttons do within Claude. That way, as you continue, I at least know that you can navigate to the right areas within Claude and then click the right buttons and do the right little minuscule tasks. So let's begin, shall we? Here is Claude. So we've got the prompt bar here. You just type your text in here or you speak it if you have a third-party tool, which I'll be using a lot, so get used to that. It's just an AI transcription tool that I use to voice my prompts instead of typing them. It's a lot quicker. So this is our prompt bar. Right here to the right, we have our model selector. So you can choose whatever model it is. These will update over time. It's natural, and I'll make updated course videos at that time. But Opus is the highest end model. For most complex work, we have Sonnet, which is everyday tasks as it says, and then Haiku is the quick responses for little quick searches. And this one consumes the most usage, and then this a bit less, and this the least. And then if you select extended thinking, that's a lot more usage. And then you can see the past models here as well. Then we have the voice mode here. You can click this, and now you can just talk to Claude and speak right to it, which is pretty cool. And then it'll speak back to you, but that's another video. So I'll just hit stop there and go back to a new chat. Okay, now we have the plus button. This is where you add files. I know it looks intimidating, but we've got this, don't worry. You hit add files, and this is where you add whatever files you want. I recommend Markdown, so .md, or txt, so plain text, .txt. And you can add screenshots. You can add from the projects that you have. I'll zoom out. You can add from your Google Drive and any of the connectors that you have set up. And you can go to manage these and then set up different things here. This is also your general settings, which you can find by going to the bottom right and go into settings and go through what you want to give it access to connect to. We can see some capabilities of things it can do. We have memories, turn these settings on or off. We have usage and billing, and we have all the other settings you can check out. I have my unique system custom instructions here I put in. You can describe what work you do, and you can put in your name, what it should call you, a little logo. You can change the font. You can change the voice. You can change the appearance. So here's light mode, quite a bit brighter. I like to leave it on auto, which is usually dark for me. So that's connectors. You can also have web search selected or not. I usually like to leave this on. There's use style, so you can create and edit your own unique style, or you can pick one of these based on the tasks that you're doing within Claude. And it's a very clean interface, I think Claude as a whole is. That's the plus button. On the bottom here, it'll give you some options all the time based on your preferences, what you do, all those things. So write will give me ideas, and strategize, same thing. And then I can connect to the connectors here. If we go to this little guy in the top right, hiding away, looking at me, this is incognito mode. So if you don't want your chat saved, you don't want them to be used to train the model or for memory or anything with your data, then use incognito mode. I rarely ever use that. Don't really know why you would unless you have an interesting question to ask Claude, something a bit possibly dirty or morally wrong. Anyway, I'll exit out of that. And that is the main page here. So now what's happening on the left over here? Well, if I click this little sucker, it's going to open the sidebar and boom, now we have a place I can go for new chats. We have search. We have all our chats that I can click and search through. Search overall to just go through chats and projects. It'll find keywords. We have projects, the glorious projects. And I have so many in here that I use for different things. And this is where you just create a new project, title it whatever you're working on, what you're trying to achieve, and then it'll open up something. Let's say this AI mentorship one. And then you have the custom instructions you can tailor. You can tweak the memory however you'd like, delete things, manage edits here, and then you can add whatever files below. And this is how you organize chats. This should be used for anything that you do repetitively on the same theme or topic within an AI. Just go ahead and use projects. I do basically all of my work within projects across all AIs, and then maybe occasionally, very rarely, I'll just do a brand new chat. But yeah, projects are my bread and butter, and I absolutely love them very much. I really suggest you use projects. Then we have artifacts, which is basically these customized versions of Claude built with some code, probably Claude Code, and you can just go through these. You can create your own if you want, which is a bit complex, but it'll help you build it, and you can create anything here. I mean, look at the options. Apps and websites, creative projects, start from scratch. It's a bit more advanced, but you can definitely do it and just follow the steps. I mean, heck, you could even get Claude to just help you do it. Be like, I'm building an artifact on this. Can you help me do it? And then have a separate tab open of Claude chat, and then have a tab open of Claude building the artifact. And you just jump between them and do it that way. One I have used a lot, hence why it's probably in the top left, is the writing editor, which is basically a Claude version of Grammarly, if you're familiar. You just put in your text and then it analyzes it and it gives you the feedback and suggestions. And you can always tweak and customize these artifacts, which is pretty cool. And of course, if I click this, it's going to take us to a new window, which is Claude Code, the glorious Claude Code. If you want to build anything software related or anything with code, use this. Vibe coding is beautiful with this. You just say whatever plain English and it gets after it. I don't use this tab very often. Usually I use VS Code, so Visual Code, and I just use Claude within there. Again, a bit more advanced, just showing you. You can scroll through your chats here. If you click on one of the chats, you can rename it. You can star it so it goes to the top, and then you can also add it to a project and delete. Whew, we're cooking through this thing. Stay with me. Almost done here. You can always go back and watch the video if you need to as well. So, as mentioned before, bottom left, we have the area to access settings, and it'll take us right into our settings again. You have language, so you can pick whatever you want here. I'm just in the US, so English. Get help, just ask for any support with Claude, any questions you have, and then obviously your plan, gift Claude to people, and then download Cowork, which is essentially the non-technical version of Claude, which is a separate app, and you kind of give it access to the files on your desktop, and you just ask it to do something and it does the whole task start to finish. It's very impressive. I mean, heck, I even have the Claude extension in the top right here, which just lets it use Chrome for you. Then there's learn more about it if you want to, and of course, log out. This again opens and closes the sidebar, and if we just click the Claude logo, we go back to the home page as well. So that is the Claude interface. That's your very quick rundown. Now you just know what all the buttons do and the overall layout on a broad sense. You can go back to any parts of the videos and watch those again. Feel free to ask me any questions about this, but I'm just getting you set up so we can move forward and you know what buttons are where and just a good broad overview of what the Claude interface does and looks like. Okay, that's it. I'll see you in the next one.